It's so much better. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Mmm. 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 These messages are brought to you by Pizza Hut. No one out pizzas the Hut. Also, they're the best. They're the best. No. No one out pizzas the Hut. Also brought to you by Subway. Eat fresh. And also brought to you by this new doggy right here. His name's Wishbone. And he's coming for your mom tonight. Yes, Wishbone wants your girl or your mom. Doesn't matter. Okay, Wishbone will choose either. Whatever he wants, he gets. All right? Just so you guys know. Isn't that right, Wishbone? Yep. All right. No, I did not pantomime his voice. All right, so going into some crazy stuff in the MMA world. Obviously, Israel Adesanya just took that first L. He took that first L in MMA, which is cool if you think about it. And I say that in a way of, like, he went up and took that L. Okay, you went up to light heavyweight, 205 pounds. Didn't even weigh 205 pounds and took the L. Now, why fault him with that? Why fault him for that? He took a shot and he failed, but it wasn't miserable. I mean, I thought he won in the stand-up game. It was really just like the ground game that sucked. No, it was really just stop and jam. But you know what? It didn't even suck. The ground game didn't suck. It was a tremendously close fight. Even when Jan took him down, there was really no ground and pound. I would expect, if he really sucked on the ground, for him to just get fucking destroyed, like Khabib versus Conor type shit going down. Like really hardcore destroyed. But no, he's not really that bad on the ground. I think Jan really was just holding him though in the 4th and the 5th round. It was just takedowns, just a score position. Although he could have just started wailing on him. I don't know. I think that would have made it even more decisive. Now he did get that crazy nod. I think it was 47-48. It's like 47-49s. I thought it was just regular. I mean, you should 49-47 is like when you like really just whoop someone's ass. Like you just beat the shit out of somebody. All right, then I mean, it just wasn't like that. It just wasn't like, it was like a normal fight. There's rounds that Izzy won, and there's rounds that Jan won. I think it was 2-3, 3-2, 3-2 Jan, and that's the best way to go ahead and call it. Because man, the first round I'm gonna go Izzy, second round Jan, third round Izzy, and then 4th and 5th Jan. And so, but not crazy style. Not like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Boom. So then we just had some fights that just went down. They just went down. That was the Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. That was fucked up. That whole eyepiece up was redonkulous that went down there. So literally, obviously, if you watched the fight, you saw Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad ended in a no contest, and there was an eye poke that Belal could not continue. The doctors would not allow him to continue the fight. He wanted actually to continue. I mean, he was literally screaming in there after he got his eye poked out. He was fucking screaming. So it didn't look like he was about to continue. Like any doctor hears that sitting on the sidelines. So you're done. You're done. You're screaming. No, but yeah, I mean, you could imagine the pain. You could imagine the pain. You could imagine the agony. You could imagine like what the tremendous agony that he was under. So yeah, there's no way that he could continue that fight. Now, before that happened, he was kind of getting picked apart. He was getting broken down before that. He almost got knocked out, and it stumbled him. He was doing the stanky leg in there for a while, but after Leon Edwards head kick, it was pretty fucking nuts. I don't think that he could hang with Leon at any realm. It just, he couldn't really take Leon Edwards down and keep him down. Leon was taking him down. There's just no. So also on that card, Ryan Spann. Ryan Spann was in there, man. He got another TKO in the first round. This dude's a fucking real deal right now at light heavy. Misha Surkanov took that L. Misha Surkanov's pretty good as well. He only Other like horrific loss he took, other than Ryan Spann in the first round, was Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker got that knee on him, so pretty crazy. Dan Ige, the Hawaiian, gets the KO. He KOs Gavin Tucker, and man, it kind of just went. Let me see, Davey Grant got the win against Jonathan Martinez. That was first round KO. This whole card went so fast because there was all this crazy shit going down. Like Eric Anders versus Darren Stewart. Eric Anders, another no contest, basically because of an illegal knee. The same thing would happen with the Aljamain Sterling and Peter Yan. Yeah, that was some crazy shit has been happening, has developed in the last 2 weeks inside of the UFC, and so it's just pretty wild actually to go ahead and think about. But yeah, from UFC Fight Night 187 to UFC 257, yeah, it was pretty cray. 256, 257, yeah, and so, dude. Otherwise than that, let's look towards the future. Oh, you know what? I don't want to look towards the future though. Before we talk about. We have to talk about this crazy-ass fight that went down. This is definitely noteworthy. Charles Jourdain versus Marcelo Rojo. That, if you haven't seen Charles Jourdain versus Marcelo Rojo, you need to stop whatever you're doing right now. Smack yourself twice and go watch that fight. I don't know if it's out on Fight Pass yet, but Charles Jourdain versus Marcelo Rojo. Like basically this was right in the midst, like maybe like first or two or second fight, third fight of the main card. This was ridiculous. This was a fucking brawl. It was a technical brawl, and people were. It looked like people were gonna die. They didn't die. It was insane. It was Charles Jourdain versus Marcelo Rojo. Yeah, just check that fight out. That was insane. You know, I'm going to look at Charles Jourdain's record real quick. So you got Charles Jourdain, Jourdain. Charles Jourdain, 25 years old, 11-3 as of right now. Wins. He actually had a draw. I didn't even know he had this. But on October 20th, he had a draw with Joshua Kalaba. I would like to see that fight. Before that, he lost to Andre Touchy-Philly. And June 13th of 2020, lost a split decision to Andre Touchy-Philly. Before that, in December 21st, 2019, he TKO'd Du Ho Choi. You remember Du Ho Choi from that crazy-ass fight he had with Cub Swanson. But yeah, so he's actually kind of been back and forth in the division a little bit because in his last 4 outings, he's got 1 draw and 2 wins and 1 loss. But he's only 25 years old. And he's got a lot of, I mean, he's a monster, man. He's a fucking monster. So he had fought Marcelo Rojo. He ended it in TKO in the 3rd round. It was vicious. The whole fight was fucking vicious. Marcelo Rojo is a nasty dude too. He's got nasty everything. This is really his first fight in the UFC. He was fighting over in like Americas or some like Spanish organization, and then came over here and had to go against Charles Jourdain in his first fight. But put on a fucking show. That was amazing. So go watch that fight. So we're heading into Brunson versus Holland. Brunson versus Holland. That's a treat. That's a mighty treat. Right now I'm taking Derek Brunson, even though Kevin Holland is a fucking monster. Kevin Holland's a fucking monster. He looks like he's really hard to deal with in pretty much every single aspect. Grappling, on his feet, pretty much everything. Derek Brunson just had a great victory over Edmund Shabazian, a rising up-and-comer. Just made that fight look extremely easy. And Edmund Shabazian has knocked out Brad Tavares. He has knockouts over a lot of people. He's a really good up-and-comer fighter, and he made that fight look simple. Derek Brunson just blew right through him, and so I think if it's the same Derek Brunson that fought Edmund Shabazian, he'll win against Kevin Holland. And if it's not, he'll get knocked out. Kevin Holland, though, man, he's a rising star. That knockout over Jacare Souza was ridiculous. He knocked him out. He knocked out Jacare Souza when Jacare Souza was in guard over the top of him. So it was literally like he got knocked out on the ground. It was weird. And so, but he's weird like that. He's long. He's unorthodox. So yeah, Kevin Holland's got a lot of crazy things. On this card as well, Gregor Gillespie, a 4-time Division I Wrestling All-American and national champion at 13-1, is going to be versus Brad Riddle in the co-main event. Brad Riddle is coming from City Kickboxing over there in New Zealand with Israel Adesanya. Volkanovski, a lot of major players over there. So it's so he's a traditional kickboxer. He's only fought MMA for goodness, he's not very long, but he literally came from kickboxing. So it'll be a really good fight. Classic wrestler versus striker matchup. A lot of wins, man. This dude has when I go look at his record, he's a monster, dude. But he fights in the he was over there. His first fight in the UFC was in actually October 5th of 2019. The second fight was against Magomed Mustafaev, which was a really it was a split decision. Magomed was taking him down and stuff like that, but really couldn't control him. So I thought Magomed won the fight actually. Then he actually just won against Alex De Silva Colo, which is nice decision. So yeah, it should be a good fight. Brad Riddle's a pretty good dude. I am going towards Gregor Gillespie because Gregor is a fucking monster. Gregor actually has 6 KOs right now in MMA, and he also has 5 submissions. He's 13-1, so a lot of his fights he's finished. Finito. Last knocked out Yancy Medeiros. Then he had that crazy loss to Kevin Lee, but Kevin Lee's a wrestler, and he kicked him in the head, so it was weird. So that should be a really good co-main event. Others on the card, other notables: Max Payne Griffin versus Keenan Song. Max Payne comes in at 16-8 against 16-5. Also, we got Taya Tuvasa, that crazy heavyweight that drinks beer out of his shoe. He's 10-3. He's going to be going against Harry Hunsucker, who's 7-3. So that should be a pretty good one. Let me see. Grant Dawson's back. I want to see him fight. He's 16-1 going against Leonardo Santos. Grant Dawson. He's real cool, real good dude over there. Fights for Glory in KC. So that should be a really good fight. 16-1, real good prospect. Trevon Giles he's a Houston police officer, 13-2, going against Roman Doladize. His name is Dalidze. Crazy name, but true. But yeah, shit, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a little barn burner right there. Trevon Giles is a guy to watch out for, man. He knocks motherfuckers out. He's huge for 185s. So his last fight was against Bevan Lewis. He knocked him fuck out in the 3rd round. Split decision over James Krause. He actually has a loss to Gerald Mershart. Guillotine and lost to Zach Cummings. So looks like a guillotine as well. So it looks like he can be submitted. But if it's on his feet, he's knocking your ass out. So that's going to be good. Should be a good fight. He's going against this one dude that's undefeated right here. This dude named Roman Doladize or whatever. This dude looks all big and shit. He's 8-0 right now, 6'3", big old motherfucker. We'll see how he does though. He's from different. He's where's this motherfucker from? He's from Georgia, literally from Georgia. Yeah, big ass looking motherfucker. Huge dude. We'll see how this one goes. So after that, after this, then we're going to skip forward. March 27th. It's actually going to go ahead and be Francis Ngannou versus Stipe Miocic. That's going to be one of the fights of the month right there. So it's going to be some pretty good cards. So we'll talk more and more about that. And what's next for Conor McGregor? Is it another Dustin Poirier? I don't know. I don't like it. The reason why I don't like is what if he gets knocked out again? What if it's like easier this time? I don't know. We'll look into that and more next time here on FightCast.